Yeah.
Good morning.
Yay.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are
Thank
you?
We're good. We have to thank you so much for doing this.
Yes.
Especially on a Sunday morning.
Oh, that's okay. Sometimes, it's the only time people have.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Now you can scoot over and get in there better. We got a recording running.
We're
Is that
scooching
right?
ourselves over. Val, you
So
stay
you
right
bet.
where you are now. Okay. We're here.
Okay. Is everybody ready?
Yep.
We're ready.
We're good.
I'm out of here.
Okay.
It's for them.
Goodbye, Roger.
Okay, bye.
He was a technician. Okay. I'm Claudia Barron, Roger's wife.
And I'm Valerie Thurman, Claudia's sister.
Okay. So, Claudia and
Valerie.
Valerie. Okay. Okay, I write and draw as I go.
Okay.
So I'll be looking down a lot because that's what I do. Okay, so I'm just gonna dive right into this.
Good.
Good.
There's a person in your life that looks like a female who
Can you
is
turn
an
the volume up
addict.
a little bit? Get a higher volume.
Who what, ma'am?
Who is an addict. Now, an addict doesn't have to be to a substance. It can be to an attitude. It can be political. It can be. It's just addiction is addiction is addiction,
Uh-huh.
and the result to the person who's the addict is the same, regardless of what it is. And there is a woman around you who is an addict, who is a real pain in the neck, it looks like.
I have a thought.
Yeah, that's fine. You go with it.
I have a thought that it may be our niece.
Okay. Well, when I see addiction, I see the symbol of the black fish. And I think I see that for my symbol for addiction because, there's the expression drinking like a fish,
Uh-huh.
But more than that, Pisces, the sign of Pisces is the sign of addiction. And in Pisces, one fish swims toward life more abundant,
Mm-hmm.
and the other toward death and decay. That's addiction. And that's the black fish. And she has this black fish just embedded in her top of her head,
Wow.
which means that's pretty powerful addiction you have going on there.
Wow.
And it also means you're probably not going to change it.
Probably not.
Like any addiction.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's a black fish coming out of the back of her neck, which indicates pain in the neck. So I don't know how much you have to deal with her, but if you decide to engage, and this is political, if you decide to engage, know you're going to get nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
Okay, and understand that you're dealing with more than opinion. You're dealing with addiction.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and an addict will do anything to maintain their addiction, regardless of how absurd or silly it becomes.
Mm-hmm.
They'll do anything. Okay. So good luck.
Okay.
And say anything to maintain the addiction. I don't know what you could do here short of an intervention, and that probably wouldn't work either.
Yeah. Sounds like it might not.
So the best thing you can do is just close that conversation down.
Yep.
Okay?
Don't even go there.
That's too bad, isn't it?
It is.
Or in extreme cases, just walk away.
Mm-hmm.
You can deal with people with strong political differences if it's not an addiction.
Mm-hmm.
But an addiction takes it to a whole new level.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Okay, now I'm sure that's not what you called about. It was the first thing I saw, so.
Yeah.
Well, that's anything. We love it.
Okay, all right. Then there's a man on a horse, and the horse and the man are both in heaven,
Mm-hmm.
or on the other side,
Mm-hmm.
and they want to say hello to you.
Oh,
Do you know who that is?
I think it would be my husband who passed in 2011. And his horse we just buried about 2 months ago.
Well, they're reunited.
Wonderful.
That's
And-
great.
They're having a wonderful time.
I'm sure.
It's just joyous. And he's looking, I see him peeking. Well, you know, when you're riding a horse and you're coming in on, okay, the person who wants to say hello has to lean like that.
Yes.
Okay, he's doing that. He's leaning out and he's waving
Oh.
and he's going, hi. And he's talking about since he crossed over, sitting on the edge of the bed, and you can feel a weight in the bed. Can you place that?
No?
Think about that.
Okay.
An indentation, or, I mean, it wouldn't actually be an indentation.
Well, our bed was an old bed with the springs.
Oh. Oh, that would make a difference, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
Might even make an indentation.
Yeah.
well, he said he's done that.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I'm surprised that you haven't felt it. Okay. So, hello from heaven. Do you still have that old bed?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to say bed and springs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he wants you to know he's happy and he wants you to be happy. And he's saying, we're all going to be together again.
Oh.
Everybody you love,
Mm-hmm.
everybody you've been with, he said, we're all going to be together. he said, think of me as just away on a vacation,
Yeah.
and we'll all be reunited. And then he's saying, and then we'll all reincarnate again in a group.
Oh,
Wow.
cool.
That's cool.
So he said the story continues and continues and continues.
That's cool. I like that.
That is cool. Very cool.
Okay, he's saying, but each new lifetime is like it's a whole new book you're writing. It's a whole new story. It's not the same story as the one you left.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, what fun would that be anyway?
Yeah.
When we return together, it's a whole new story. What a comforting thought.
Yes.
Sure is.
I've never heard anybody say that like that. We'll all be together with just temporary
That's right.
partings.
Yes.
And he said, but I really haven't gone anywhere.
He really hasn't.
Okay, let me see here. There's a baseball glove and a ball.
Yes.
Okay, he's talking about that. What does that mean to you?
My son loved baseball. He played
Okay.
baseball for many years.
Okay. But he hasn't crossed over, has he?
Yes.
Your son?
Yes.
Oh my. See, sometimes I can't tell the difference because I see souls.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay, now my baseball glove is very funny looking, but I'm drawing him.
I don't know if I could draw one either.
I don't think I could.
Looks like a boxing glove.
That's all
Okay.
right. We'll know what it is.
Yes.
Okay, then Charlie. There's a name Charlie.
Uh-huh.
Who's Charlie?
I had an Uncle Charles who's passed over. And I have his son we call Charlie, and he is still here.
Well, you tell Charlie hello from Charles.
Okay.
And then he's just fine.
Okay.
And your son, let's see, he's not giving me his name. What's his name?
Jason.
Jason. He has everybody up there. He's trying to get everybody to play ball. It's really hard to get some of these people off their rear ends.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to get everyone to play ball. But they don't want to move. Okay. Somebody had chest or throat problems.
That was my husband, Carl, the one who passed.
Okay. Is that with a C or a K?
A C.
He said he's not done talking yet. He just wanted to let everybody else have a chance. Margaret. Who's Margaret?
I had aunt, who's, I believe her middle name, well, her name was Margaret, but we called her Margie.
Okay. Well, he's with her too.
Oh,
He's saying, see, we're all just all together.
yes.
Okay, now he's talking about the salt and pepper shakers, and it looks like you just filled the salt shaker. Can you place that? Quite recently.
Yeah, it's probably been about 3 weeks ago that I filled it.
Okay. Well, he said he was with you then when you were filling that salt shaker, standing right beside you. And he said, and I'm with you right now.
Now, is this my son?
This is Carl. Your
Okay,
husband.
this is Carl. Okay.
Okay. And he's saying, but we all are.
Oh.
We're all with you. Now, excuse me, I have to cough again.
That's okay.
Okay, he's apologizing to me for this. He was a kind man.
Yes, he was.
He's a kind man. And he said he sure hopes you're enjoying this.
I am.
He said, I hope you're both having fun. Because he said it isn't every day we get to talk to each other like this.
That's right.
Okay, now this is just me talking, but he must have been a forward-thinking man. Because he's saying that in the future it'll be commonplace. And he said the far future, it'll be commonplace. People will wonder about a time when they thought they couldn't communicate with those of us who've gone on. Okay, wow.
Yeah, wow.
Mm-hmm. Okay, do you, they're standing back and they want to know if you have any questions of them or for them.
Is my son happy? That would be Jason.
Oh, no, I can answer that. I just, I guess when I do these readings, I assume that everybody, okay, so what did he have going on?
He passed away suddenly of a heart attack. He was 41.
Okay.
He worked very hard. He worked for FedEx and worked very hard, lifting, delivering.
Okay.
He was very, he made a lot of his own food. He wouldn't buy packaged foods. He was very eclectic.
Okay.
He hung his clothes, white shirts went on white hangers and black shirts or pants went on black hangers.
Wow.
Yeah, his car and his truck were always spit shined, I could say.
How was his refrigerator?
Oh, it was not messy like mine. His was, everything had its place.
Well, then I can tell you he went to heaven and he's in good hands because anybody who cleans their refrigerator goes to heaven. Okay, so I'm going to see what he wants to say. Oh, Mom, you're still so sad.
Yes.
When did he cross?
November 21st of 19.
No. Oh, 2019, right?
Yeah,
okay.
2019.
Not that long ago.
No.
He wants you to, he says, don't be mad at God.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm doing better.
Okay. There was a time though, I'm seeing a real loss of faith,
Mm-hmm.
or in a really, really deep depression, but
Yes.
who wouldn't? He said, I hope you understand that we really, truly will all be together again. And God had a reason to take me like he did.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, Mom, it was for you, to help you understand there really are no goodbyes.
Oh, that's precious.
And there really, nobody ever loses anything. There
Yes.
are no goodbyes.
Wow.
That would be
Okay.
something he would say. I could hear him.
Oh, goodness. He said, learning how to grieve and to understand what that process of death is, he said, is necessary for the well-being of your soul.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, my parting gave you that opportunity, as painful as it is. He said, that's the blessing.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Are you writing this down?
Some of it, yes.
Some of it, yeah. The part she isn't writing, I'm trying to write.
Okay. So you got the part about the purpose for his passing was to help you learn how to grieve.
Yes.
Okay. Because that's absolutely necessary.
Yes.
Yes.
And he said he doesn't expect you to dance in circles now. And say, it still hurts, it's still painful.
Yes.
But suffering for a purpose is different than just suffering.
Right. Well, I think he led me to a grief share class that I took. And that helped tremendously. And now I've been going back to church. So I think that had to have been him that pushed me in that direction.
And absolutely was.
Yeah.
Okay. Now he does have a message for you,
Oh.
both of you.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to read it.
Okay.
I wrote this before your reading started.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I was sitting in meditation and I just write what I get. So, okay. And he says, using our heads less and our arms and legs more can offer help quiet the savage beast we all fear. Fear
Wow.
seems to go fastest in an atmosphere of too much thought and too little action. To get out of worry ruts, action is the magic tonic. The best way to start an exercise program is to stop thinking and just do it.
Good.
Wow. 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 That's cool.
And remember, he said he was trying to get them to move.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nobody wanted to play ball.
They didn't want to play ball.
okay, so then this begs the question, do you do any exercise at all?
No, I do physical therapy for some injuries, and that's it.
Okay. How about you, Claudia?
Yes. Well, actually, I do. I don't do as much as I should, but I at least twice a week I go to a swim class. And then
good.
yeah, and I like to walk. But that's about it.
Well, that's pretty darn good, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to shut up now. I've just been talking a mile a minute, so I know you've called with questions that probably haven't been addressed. So let's do that.
Okay.
You go ahead.
No,
you
you
go ahead.
start.
I don't know.
You're the oldest child.
Oh, great.
Here I'm now going to sip of Dr. Pepper.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, I don't know. I was, how about, I don't know, what kind of questions should I ask? Is there anybody else there that's trying to come through or anything, or hanging
Is there
around?
anybody you'd like to talk to?
Our mother or our father.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mother and Dad. What's their names? What's your mother's name?
Go.
Mom's name is Vivian. We called her Vicky. Or I called her Mama, but.
Okay.
And Daddy is Andy.
Okay. First of all, I'm going to see if they're in the coffee grounds at all.
Okay.
Oh, they watched the splashdown yesterday with a great deal of interest.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
What'd they have? I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
yeah.
Yep, they were right there. And unbeknownst to the occupants, they were with them.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
They both have, I'm drawing what I'm seeing here.
That's
They
cool.
both have this big smile. And they said they're so proud that was accomplished and that's going to change the world.
Yeah.
And you can't even imagine how right now.
I'm sure not.
Cool.
Splash down.
Pretty cool.
I'd like to get something, though, that's more pertinent to your memory of them.
Yes.
They're showing me the capsule bobbing in the water, though.
Yeah.
I thought that was the most fun part.
Because they were there.
Yeah.
They were bobbing in the water too.
Okay. Well, here, I'm going to show you what I drew. It's right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's very cool.
Yes.
Very cool.
Georgia? Name or a place?
No.
I don't.
Oh, yeah, Georgia.
Georgia.
I've been to Georgia, visiting on a vacation, but
Since they crossed?
oh, yes.
Okay, that's what it is. They were with you, too.
Oh.
Okay. We went on vacation with you.
That's what they were.
They hang around Earth more than the others.
Huh.
Well, because they're still parents,
Yes.
and you're still their kids.
Yes. Do you see anything from when we were very, very young?
That's what I'm waiting for them to tell me. Well, there was a cat that created quite a lot of havoc. I don't know if it knocked something over or ran just through the house like crazy, but they're laughing about a cat.
No, I never had a cat.
Me either.
Okay, well, think then, what does
Yeah.
that mean? Has that happened since they crossed? Somebody has cats can get pretty wild.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I remember as a kid I had a kitten that was given to me, and I was going out of the house through the garage, and I shut the garage door, and the kitty tried to get out, and the garage door hit him in the head, and he died.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that was, okay, that's the crash I heard.
Oh no, Val.
I haven't had a cat since because it traumatized me.
Okay, well, the kitten says that's okay. We're just doing what a kid does, and I was just doing what a kitten does.
Yep.
And the cat's fine and is with your family in heaven.
Ha ha ha. That's funny. Poor kitten.
Yeah, poor kitty.
Well, he didn't suffer. Okay, I'm gonna use the cards on this because I'd like to get something more for you.
Good. Because this has been all me.
That's okay. That's wonderful. That's what we're hoping for.
It's kind of like one of you works as the medium to bring the others through. So that will happen.
Okay.
But these are shared messages
Mm-hmm.
because everybody learns, from what's being said here. So,
Right.
Yep.
well, something, a child shared. Oh, somebody really didn't like to get up in the morning.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know which one of you that would be.
Probably me. Claudia has more energy than I do.
Well, there was a woman in your life as children who she must have been a teacher in some capacity, but she really wasn't qualified because she didn't know what she was talking about. Do you know who that is?
I don't.
No, I don't.
Hello?
Oh goodness.
Did you have a wise old aunt or something like that? Somebody like that who was always expounded and didn't really know what she was talking about.
I can't think of any.
I can't
Oh,
really.
there has here. This one show up.
We'll have to think on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just go with. All right, let's try this a different way. Okay, Claudia, give me 3 numbers, 1 through 78, in any sequence. They don't have to be sequential. 1 through 78.
Okay. How about 16 and 44, and 50.
Okay. Well, something happened in your youth that was really tragic for you. There was some kind of a loss.
Okay. In my youth. Okay. Well,
Or significant. But you managed to pull yourself out of that and really accomplish a great deal.
I know what you're talking about. Yep, that's me.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
But
It's
you developed psychic ability as a result of that pain.
really
You
cool.
have it if you want to use it.
Cool. I
Okay.
got pregnant at 16, had to get married, and then moved away. Because I was married, moved away so that my husband could go to college. And so I didn't really want to, but in those days, that's what you had to do. And I always felt a big loss of having to move away from my mom, and not getting to finish my teenage years and do whatever else, without her. And, but then got divorced and at my urging, and then got a good job, and then found Roger, and then I went to college and became a nurse. And so, yeah, I think you're right there. Yeah.
Well, that early loss
Uh-huh.
Was the impetus that propelled you forward to accomplishment. And the last number you gave me was 50.
Yeah.
Well, that indicates a happy home, happy marriage, happy relationship. Your story has a happy ending.
Mm-hmm. It does. Yeah. Yep. It does.
And your mom and dad are very proud of that.
That's great. That's great.
Does our mom and dad have anything in particular that they would like to say to Claudia?
Well, I think they just said it. That they're proud of you,
Mm-hmm.
what you've accomplished in your life.
Mm-hmm.
That your health will stay stable.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Wonderful.
And they want you to think about some time in your life when you had a psychic flash, or you intuited something, or the phone was going to ring before it rang and who it was.
Huh.
They want you to think about that.
Okay, I will.
Okay. And they said you will find that you've been using your psychic ability unaware.
Cool.
I'm writing that too.
Great.
Good.
That's cool.
We just called it something else. And your mom wants you to know that she missed you too.
That's wonderful.
Now, is she addressing both of us or one of us with that statement?
This is just Claudia right now.
Here we go, sis.
Very much.
Awesome.
She said it was heartbreaking.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, Valerie, give me 3 numbers, 1 through 78, in any order.
Okay. 7, 55, and 41.
Okay. Well, I think as a child, you were probably a little bit lonely.
Absolutely.
You are, and you were very, very bright. And that caused you to feel separated from the other kids.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you're the one that had the teacher who you knew more than the teacher.
I'm sure I've said that to 1 or 2 of them.
Okay, well, it's true. So, but the loneliness and the feeling of separateness
Yes,
that you had to endure caused you to go inside
absolutely.
and caused you to think deeper thoughts
Mm-hmm.
than most kids think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that prepared you for the sudden loss of your son and for the loss of your husband.
Mm-hmm.
The hardest part was understanding you were never going to see them again in this physical world.
Right.
But that led you to a leadership position in some regard.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that you used all that pain and misery to help other people. And if that isn't what life is all about, I don't know what it is.
Agreed.
Okay, now you cannot endure selfish people.
This is true.
It looks like you just walk away.
Yes. I just,
That's a good thing.
yes, I don't care to be involved in selfishness or it's all about me type of people.
Yeah, you never will. You never will. Okay, now, okay. I have to cough again.
Okay.
This is Carl coming through.
Oh boy, here he comes.
Carl had lung cancer, so I can understand why you're coughing.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, he's talking about a hayride. Can you place it?
We went out and hauled hay one time.
Okay, that's a hayride if I ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when we got married, he had no idea I was doing this, but when we got married, I had a friend put me on his little carriage and he rode me up to where our marriage site was on this little wagon, this little hay wagon. And when I got up there, Carl came up to me and he was laughing and he says, I couldn't believe that was you. You did something like that. Because I don't normally, I don't want to be in the spotlight ever.
Mm-hmm.
And on that day, I definitely was in the spotlight.
Well, that's one of his best memories.
Yes, it would be. That
That's
was
one of
the best day of our lives.
So I'm drawing what I'm seeing here,
Okay.
and
That's great.
it looks like that.
Oh look.
Uh-huh. Pretty close.
That's great.
Yeah, you can, sometimes your mood can get kind of dark.
Yes.
And at those times, it's so easy to look around for somebody to blame for the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really important that you understand that is just quicksand.
Mm-hmm.
Identify the problem and then move forward.
Yes.
Don't get stuck in blame.
Okay.
And that's a karmic thing you came into this lifetime to overcome.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you see anything around me that has anything to do with water? Because I'm fascinated with lakes and ponds, and if we drive one, I'll look at that water until I can't see it anymore. Yet I don't know how to swim, and I'm afraid of the water.
Okay.
But I find it calming to see.
I can get here. Oh, this is pretty easy. Okay. Do you get chilled pretty easily?
Oh, I'm always cold.
Well, you were on the Titanic.
Oh my goodness.
And you were one of the people in the water, swimming in that cold water.
Mm-hmm.
And you drowned, of course.
I
But
often wondered if I had drowned.
at the point of departure from your body,
Mm-hmm.
It was just pure peace. And you saw the water as beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You saw it all as peaceful and wonderful and no fear, just peace.
Wow.
Wow. And I do find the water very calming. Like I said, I could go fishing and I didn't care if I caught a fish or had a nibble or whatever. I just enjoyed sitting there watching that water, just looking at it.
Calm water.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Did you know that your body is inside of your soul?
Mm-hmm.
It's not the other way around.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I see what
Your
you're
soul
saying.
is- Your soul is not inside of your body. Your body is inside of your soul.
So your soul encases your body.
Exactly. Like if you think about it, you have this 25-foot ball of light around you.
Uh-huh.
We all do. And if you liken it to a bowl of liquid jello, and as the jello comes in, it begins to gel in increments till finally in the middle there's a gelled human form, a big Gumby. Okay, still all jello, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how your body relates to your soul.
Goodness.
Wow.
Your body is just slowed down soul.
Mm-hmm.
And the
That's cool.
trick in life is to listen to the soul. You know, the little Gumby got to thinking it was the big cheese. And in meditation and prayer, ask your soul what your soul wants from you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now this light from your 25-foot ball of light, it blends in with the consciousness of the universe. So if you look at a light bulb, you can see a corona of light.
Mm-hmm.
Candle, you can see that corona, but you cannot tell where the light from the bulb ends and the light from the room begins.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you're connected to all that is,
Goodness.
to the
Okay.
divine. You can't not be connected.
Okay. That makes
And-
sense.
It really doesn't matter which side of the physical fence you're on.
Mm-hmm.
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 You're still connected. You're still one. The people you love, that's always going to be a unit.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see them all again.
Yep.
Yes, I believe that.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, wow, this hour goes fast.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does. It
Yeah.
sure has. I can't believe it.
Okay, so let's do your questions. If not, I can keep talking.
Do you have any questions? Oh gosh, let's see. How about you didn't really say much about our dad, Andy. Is he hanging around or anything, or?
Oh, sure, of course. He and your mom, they're just in tandem.
Yeah, they always were.
So I'm looking for something that he might be.
Or maybe he's just gonna
He's
sit
peeling
there.
the paper off a cupcake. Is it somebody's birthday soon, or?
What month are we? We're in September.
Yeah. Not either one of them.
Is
I
somebody
have-
just cupcakes?
No.
Did she make them a lot, or?
No.
Maybe he's liking them now.
Yeah, that,
No, it has to. Maybe it's a metaphor for something.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you handed him one, he'd eat it for sure.
Think about that one.
Yeah.
Think about that one.
Is there some other kind of celebration? Because this cupcake has a candle in it.
Well, today is Carl and my anniversary.
Oh,
You told me that, didn't you? Yep.
Yep.
there you go. Okay, well, they're celebrating in heaven,
Oh,
and you should do something to celebrate here.
well, I am. My niece and her husband and their little boy is coming over today. I'm actually here visiting with my sister. I'm from Oklahoma.
Yep. So we are going to celebrate this afternoon.
Yes.
Anniversary.
Now, Carl would put a cupcake in his mouth in a heartbeat.
Well, if you want to have a little fun with this, are you going to have some wine too?
I don't think so.
No, I'm not a wine drinker.
Okay, well, set a cupcake out for Carl. Just
Okay.
Okay, put it on a little plate or something. you know,
Okay.
and set it out in honor of him. And if you're with people who can appreciate that, you can tell them what you're doing. But, you know, if they would look at you like you lost your marbles, you know, you might not want to tell them, but
Exactly.
celebrate it like that. But then at the end of your party, don't eat the cupcake,
Uh-huh.
and take it out and bury it
Oh.
and give it back to Mother Earth
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
in gratitude for the bounty.
Oh
Yes,
my goodness. I
ma'am.
love that. I love that.
Yes.
That is very cool. Very cool. We got lots of dirt around here to do that.
Yes, we do.
It sometimes helps so much to do those things.
Uh-huh.
You know,
I bet. I bet.
Now, do you see, or is there someone that may say something about a long separation? in our family?
No, but if that's a question you want to ask about, let's do that a different way.
Okay.
Because that's probably something you know the answer to, correct?
Yes, I believe I know the answer to.
Okay, then yeah, they on the other side they don't necessarily address that, you know.
Uh-huh.
Kind of like, well, you know. Well, I
Right.
would-
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
I think what I'm really asking is, well, I guess I should tell you, Claudia was adopted at birth, and I was born about a year and a half after Claudia was, and Claudia found us in 2016, and I know my mom and dad must have had difficulties in making that decision. And I just need to know that they know that we're together, we're happy, we understand, and we're thankful that we're together now.
They know, they all know that you're having a celebration this afternoon.
Uh-huh.
They know. They absolutely know. They don't miss a beat.
Uh-huh.
They're everywhere.
Everywhere. I like that.
They're everywhere. They're omnipresent. I'll tell you a story about, and this is true. This happened during a reading, and a woman came to see me because her uncle Earl died,
Mm-hmm.
and she loved him dearly. So he came in and he said, you know, things like they say.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said he was helping her, because they always are, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That he was helping her, and he was helping her cousin in Wyoming. And she, you know, was stuck linear thinking. And she said, well, how can he be here helping me if he's there helping her? And I said, well, I'll let Earl explain that to you. So I went back in to talk to Earl, and Earl said when he died, God put an air hose in his butt and blew him up, and now he's everywhere at the same time. And he said, it's just wonderful. I see everything, I know everything. So that's omnipresence according to Earl.
Yes.
That's great. That's great. Yep. So they know it all.
Yeah.
They know it all, and indeed they do help us with things like that.
Mm-hmm.
They do.
Yeah.
They understand we're in the trenches.
Yes.
You know, this earth life is hard,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
That's right.
they understand that, and they're helping us every step of the way.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's wonderful.
Yes, it is. It sure is.
As a matter of fact, your mother and dad saying that they're still around,
Mm-hmm.
remember they said that?
Mm-hmm.
They said hang around on earth more than the others because after all they're still parents.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no matter how old their kids get,
Right.
they're still,
And you've written that down, correct?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But I want to tell you something quickly about what my dad told me after he died. When he comes, he pokes me in the back. I feel like, he always did that when he was living.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, just a gentle,
Yeah.
you know. And I went into a meditation then to talk to him because he did that. And he said that when he died, he really hadn't been a great father. And he was an alcoholic,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so for much of my life he was. And he said, God, in his mercy, gave me the opportunity to finish being a parent, being a good parent.
Mm-hmm.
So I could fulfill the contract I signed before I came to Earth.
Wow. That
Once
is
a parent,
something.
always a parent.
Yep,
Absolutely.
that's right.
He's helped me a great deal.
That's awesome. That is very good.
Yes, wonderful.
I mean, it's so nice to know these things. You just, no matter what's going on around you, you can have this core of peace
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that's just there because you have more of a cosmic understanding or God understanding.
Right. That's right.
Doesn't mean they always won't hurt. They will. But
Yes.
yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, did we do it?
We did it.
I think we
Thank
did
you
it.
so
yes.
much. Thank you so
Oh,
much
you're
for